Have you ever felt more at peace sitting alone in your room than standing in a crowd full of people? Have you ever canceled plans, not because you were sad or angry, but because being alone simply felt better? If so, you may have experienced something that many people misunderstand. In a world that constantly celebrates socializing, popularity, and being surrounded by others, people who genuinely enjoy solitude often seem mysterious. Some are called antisocial, others are labeled arrogant, lonely, or even depressed. But psychology reveals a very different story. For many people, being alone is not an escape from life. It is where they feel most alive. One of the biggest misconceptions about solitude is that it automatically means loneliness. But loneliness and being alone are not the same thing. Loneliness is the painful feeling of lacking meaningful connection, while solitude is the intentional choice to spend time with yourself. A lonely person may desperately want company, while a person who enjoys solitude often feels completely comfortable without it. In fact, many people who love being alone have healthy friendships, strong relationships, and fulfilling social lives. They simply do not depend on constant interaction to feel complete. Psychologists often connect this preference to introversion. Introverts are not necessarily shy or socially anxious. They simply process stimulation differently. While extroverts tend to gain energy from social interaction, introverts often recharge through quiet environments and personal reflection. Imagine a person attending a large party. After a few hours, everyone seems excited and energized. But for someone who enjoys solitude, that same environment may feel mentally exhausting. They may return home, sit quietly, read a book, listen to music, or simply think, and suddenly feel refreshed again. It is not because they dislike people, it is because their mind recovers in silence. Another reason some people prefer being alone is emotional independence. They do not constantly seek validation from others to feel valuable. Instead, they develop a strong relationship with themselves. When something good happens, they are happy. When something difficult happens, they reflect and process it internally. This does not mean they never need support. It simply means their emotional stability comes largely from within. Psychology suggests that people with strong emotional independence often experience a greater sense of personal freedom because their happiness is not entirely controlled by external approval. Solitude also creates space for self-reflection. In today's world, people are surrounded by notifications, conversations, and endless distractions. Yet when the noise disappears, something powerful happens. Thoughts become clearer. Emotions become easier to understand. Many people who enjoy being alone spend time examining their experiences, understanding their feelings, and questioning their beliefs. This process increases self-awareness, one of the most important foundations of emotional intelligence. They learn not only who they are, but why they think, feel, and behave the way they do. Creativity often thrives in solitude as well. Many writers, artists, inventors, and deep thinkers have described their best ideas appearing during quiet moments. When the mind is not busy reacting to constant stimulation, it becomes free to imagine, explore, and create. Even ordinary people experience this. Have you ever come up with a brilliant idea while walking alone, staring out a window, or sitting quietly with your thoughts? Solitude gives the brain room to wander, and sometimes that wandering leads to remarkable insights. Of course, enjoying solitude comes with challenges. Society often pressures people to be constantly social. Friends may ask why they stay home so much. Family members may assume something is wrong. Others may interpret their quiet nature as arrogance, coldness, or unhappiness. Over time, these misunderstandings can become frustrating. Many people who enjoy being alone find themselves repeatedly explaining that they are not avoiding others. They are simply protecting their mental energy. Yet, hidden beneath this misunderstood lifestyle are powerful strengths. People who enjoy solitude often develop strong self-awareness, emotional control, independent thinking, and a clear sense of identity. They are usually comfortable with silence, less influenced by social pressure, and more connected to their inner world. They do not always follow the crowd because they have spent enough time alone to know what truly matters to them. Perhaps the most fascinating truth is this: The ability to enjoy your own company is one of the strongest signs of psychological maturity. When you can sit alone without feeling empty, when silence feels peaceful instead of frightening, and when your sense of worth comes from within rather than from constant attention, you discover a kind of freedom that many people spend their entire lives searching for. So the next time you find comfort in solitude, remember that it may not be something you need to fix. It may be a sign that you have learned one of life's rarest skills, the ability to be completely at peace with yourself.